Hey everybody, good evening. It's good evening as of this live video. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever time you might be watching this live. I am Deborah Kagan and I am tuning in on the end of day two. Well, it was the end of day two a little while ago, but it's almost the end of day two for me of the Rock Your Mojo Women's Weekend. And gosh, god damn, it's been a really, really fantastic experience. And the thing that is so exciting to me is always who shows up in the room, right? The women who show up at this event are nothing short of spectacular. And the ladies are playing full out. They are totally participating, having so many ahas, having so many breakthroughs. And really, the thing that is so exciting to me is when women come to this event. Of course, they're going to get something out of it for themselves. And of course, it is about, their own empowerment and their own pleasure, ecstasy, joy, play, power. And when that shifts for you, but certainly for the women that are in this room, when that actually shifts, it not only shifts for them, it begins to ripple out and shift for everyone that they are connected to. And, one of the things that I've talked about is wherever you are, there you are. And so it's vitally important to start with yourself. All right, this is for all of us. It's vitally important to start with ourselves, because again, what's going on here is what will then be reflected and going on out there. And it's about who you're being. And so much about what I share and what I do talk about is, again, who you are being out in the world and who you are being like in your own world. We spent a good amount of time discussing that today. And we talked about the things that do get in the way. And so much of that is our mind. I actually had my personal mindset coach. He came in and he's actually a part of the mentorship that I run. And it's so great because it is one of these aspects to have a really wonderful man. And there are a lot of you men who tune into these lives, and I'm so glad, because the more of you that understand this, that get the concept of the mojo for yourselves, but certainly how you can hold space for women. We should do actually a whole live on that. is fantastic. And what I love about DJ Eldon, that's who it is, he came in today and we did a whole segment from stage together. And it was great because one of the things that we talked about, and I would like to share this with you, obviously, which is why I'm about to share it with you. We had this great conversation about how willing are you? Like, really, how willing are you to let yourself have a great life? How willing are you to have a great life? Not like tomorrow or next week or next month. Like, how willing are you to have a great life now? And I'm asking you, go ahead and comment below. Are you willing to have a great life or have whatever it is that you're wanting, right now? And it was great because I had a call with DJ a couple of weeks ago where we were talking about this. And look, I am not immune to the challenges and to the mindset foibles, because newsflash, don't tell too many people, I'm human too, right? And so I got the itty bitty shitty committee and what I call the heckler, and the mind can be a very scary, not exciting, not powerful place. And when I was having this conversation a couple weeks ago with him, he posed that question to me: how willing are you to have your life be great? And I had to check myself. I was like, check yourself before you wreck yourself. I had to really check myself. And I thought, wow, there was a lot of resistance. I was experiencing a lot of resistance. And if you can relate to that, let me know. Post in the comments. Give a little thumbs up, a little heart action going on. And it's fascinating because we do come up against our own resistance all the time, all the time. And you can look at it by simply asking yourself, like, are you a yes to life or are you a no to life? Right? We covered so much of that today. And, the other thing we started to get into today was also, we also got into what I call role play. And these are the different roles that you play in life. And we began to really look at a systematized structure for how to become more connected with these different roles that you play. And why that's so important is about giving yourself the fullest expression of you so that you have the most confidence possible, so that you have the most joy and pleasure every day. And that was really fun to see, women who were like, oh my gosh, I totally get that I can actually let this part of this role, I can give myself more experience. I can give myself more airtime with this part of myself. And you could see like women's lights just go on in their, in their bodies and their whole face and their demeanor and the way they would stand while they would share in the room just shifts. And that it's not a temporary shift. That is something that now they have in their bodies as an experience. So it becomes a cellular memory. And that is something that can be grown and cultivated. So that was some of what we went through today. And we also began the exploration of what I call the oasis. This is all about your environment. And so we just did the beginning part of environment today, and we'll go deeper into that tomorrow. Because if you didn't know, your home, your office, the spaces that you spend time in have, or sometimes are challenged by, right, or they are a little kinked up in terms of how much mojo can flow there, right? And you're actually having a relationship with your environment, whether you're aware of that or not. It's having an effect on you. And so we went over some of those principles today. And tomorrow we're really doing a deep dive into environment, as well as some more of the embodiment piece. And it was super exciting. And I shared also about the mentorship I run, which is a year-long mentorship, and really invited the women to have that as a part of their lives as well. And so I'll talk to you more about that in a couple of lives coming up. But basically, it was another spectacular day. We had a fabulous guest speaker. We just had an amazing time. And the weekend is really a journey. It's designed that way, right? It's designed to have a transformative experience. Because my commitment and my declaration to the women at the beginning of this weekend is that by the time Sunday evening rolls around, and they have more access to their mojo, their power, their self-expression, and their joy. That's my commitment. And so far, that's happening. That's absolutely happening. And to watch this whole process unfold over the weekend is just a pleasure. And that's what's been going on over here, the Rock Your Mojo Women's Weekend. Here's the news, by the way. For those of you that are like, damn it, I'm not there and I really want to be there, here's the really good news. I mentioned this last night, but now they're live. The earliest early bird tickets for the next one, which is coming up in October, those are up on the site. And there's a special code that you can use on the site for the earliest early bird. You'll want to go to rockyourmojowomensweekend.com and scroll down, because that early bird code is on the screen for you to use, and it's only going to be up there for a short amount of time. So if you're having that feeling like, oh my gosh, it really is time for me to get to this event and to be a part of it and to be in the energy of it and to be around all these women who are saying yes to their lives. Because while it's fun to hang out with me, I gotta say, I think it is fun. And the women are saying that as well. What's really fun is to be in a room of these women who are so committed to the experience. Because ladies, we learn through osmosis. And when we are in a sacred space together, and this event is a sacred space, when we're in this sacred space together, we, by being in the room, you are impacted, period. Because everything is energy, and the energy in that room is transformative. So come for the other women, come for the connections, come for the sisterhood, come for yourself. Like there are women in this room who are, it's the first time they've done something for themselves in a long time, right? Okay. Anyhow, I need to get some rest. We've got one more day, and it is, it's just such a joy and an honor and a pleasure to host this. And I love it. And I wish for all of you to have full capacity and have total access to your mojo. But more importantly, I wish for you, well, as importantly, not even more importantly, but as importantly, I wish for you that you're in a space of really enjoying your life and particularly what you share in the world, personally and professionally, right? Let your light shine. You got to turn that light on, turn that mojo light on, and then share that unabashedly and powerfully with the world. Because there's only one of you. And the world wants you. You're here, and therefore the world wants you. Share yourself generously, liberally, and powerfully. Right? That's that. Okay. I love you lots. This is me, Deborah Kagan, your Mojo Recovery Specialist. I am signing off. I am going to get some good shut eye because I got one more day of Mojo to share with the ladies at this live event. And I'll be bringing you alive as always. All right. So good night or good morning or good afternoon, whenever you happen to be watching this. Much love. Bye for now.